I've been back here in the barn for, I don't know, about an hour and a half now. I'm sweating, dripping sweat. So hot. I moved around all of the wood. I just did a video about that. And as I was moving all that wood, I found a little kill zone back here where I found a skull of a raccoon, a skull of a possum, as well as many, many bones and a jaw of some other wildlife, I'm sure. No human bones, no worries. I tried to move this big, large equipment that Chris told me was massive and ridiculously heavy. I don't like to believe Chris when he says things are too heavy for me, so of course I tried and I tried and I tried to move this on my own because I do like to impress Chris. But I could not move this. This is massive. I don't even know how much it weighs. Antique, will never be used. Don't even know what it is. I found this old table, which was just back in the corner of the barn here. I moved it over here. This is not like a great find. It's not like an antique, like, ooh, let's finish it up and it's gonna be put in our kitchen or anything. It's an old work table, pretty much. But it's nice to have work tables in the barn. So I am gonna clean this up real good and find a spot for it. It'll be great to use for really anything. Chris and I are doing a lot back here in the barn. Moved around a bunch of wood. Chris did all of that wood over there. But that corner was all wood and this table. And I moved all of that wood over to here, organized it nice and neat until we decide what we want to do with it all. I organized all of this wood over here. I have a special little bin that I was putting all of the skull vulture culture bones that I found. And then here's a pile of all trash wood that I'll gather up in a little bit and get that ready to dispose of. Haven't worked on my little grain seeder yet in the past couple of days. It's not about trying to restore it to use it. We don't have horses, number one. Number two, it's inoperable. But it's a super cool piece and I've been enjoying researching it and finding out the history of this grain fertilizer seeder feeder, which was built in 1903. I have cleaned up it a lot. But today was about a different adventure, different discoveries behind this wonderful old barn, my father-in-law's barn, JC. Wow, he built this all by hand, by the way, my father-in-law. This is just the back side of it. The front side is where we have the stalls and the coop. This is all trash that I got from just now. Chris and I have been moving out old farm equipment and bringing it all down there to the property. Tons of old farm equipment. And we're just really, it's not that we're trying to get rid of stuff, we're just trying to create new spaces and places. Finding order is very important. So now that I'm done with this, I'm gonna take a break, go get Manfred, my big dog, my Australian kettle dog, and bring him out here. And we are going to walk along the other side of the fence, the creek that goes all along the entire property. And I got a trash bag and we're gonna pick up trash because even though this is out in the country, creeks and rivers bring trash from everywhere. And that's not good for our environment. It's not good for creek life or wildlife. And so it's good exercise for my dog. It's good exercise for me, as well as it's just nice to be out in nature. So that's my day, my afternoon rather, in a nutshell. I'm gonna go grab a big water, get Manfred, and head on out.